Hello everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome back to the Music Zone trying to flog you stuff videos. We'll start off with this week's stuff, mainly just this week. There hasn't been much, one or two bits from the last 2 weeks, but first up today is the new First Aid Kit album. Through Sony, it's either on clear or red vinyl. We're not too sure. We've seen two different colours of it, but it just says coloured vinyl, but they're limited anyway, so we have to give it a spin. We haven't yet, but, well, I haven't. Next up is the new Fall Out Boy LP Mania. So this was meant to come out in about September, but they pushed it back, I think. We were talking about their last one earlier. They're gone kind of away from that pop punky emo thing. Their sounds a bit more mature now and stuff, so I'd actually be interested to hear this. They weren't my cup of tea, but this, I'd say there's good pop tunes on it. So next up, the Irishman himself, the most Irish looking picture of all time to cover. Glen Hansard's new one is out, so this is called Between Two Shores. We had listened to it yesterday, me and Shane. Different.
Kind of soulful, isn't it?
Yeah, almost like I said this to someone and they said I never thought I'd hear those two words together, but there's almost John Mayer in there, isn't there?
Yeah, bluesy-ish.
It's a bit bluesy, more upbeat, kind of R&B feel. Not at all of it now, but it's definitely a bit different for Glen, but it's really good, and I'll have to give it another spin. There, next up, through Warner again, there's a couple of these specials reissues. A few of them actually have been out before, but this one I don't know has it. This is the specials, the singles. They're also what got redone. The Live at the Moonlight Club came out in a two-tone compilation, which was out before, got redone as well. So they're all in. Friend of the shop, Gavin James, has a new 7-inch out for a song called Hearts on Fire, and the B-side is an acoustic track of it. So, another Irishman.
Was he here?
He was here for the launch of the album about 2 years ago.
Oh, that was in Douglas Court.
Douglas Court, yeah. I'd say that was kind of our first big in store where we, like, you know, well, no, we had Mick and stuff, I suppose, but that was our first one with Warner nearly that, yeah. We got a big crowd for that, so I missed it. I was having an exam that day, if I remember right. Next up, we have two more of the Arcade Fire 12 inches. Singles from the new album, I think. So Creature Comfort and Put Your Money on Me. So they're in limited, I'd say. Another one from Warner is the Fleetwood Mac box set. So they keep doing these. They're kind of LP, 3 CD and a DVD box set. So for, I think that was their 15th album. The Stranger Things soundtrack is in, so they had released the scores for this already, whereas this is the soundtrack, I think, actually for both the seasons, so there's some great stuff on it. The Clash, who else do we have? Duran Duran, Joy Division, you know, there's,
like, that played a massive part in the first season as well.
Yeah, Peter Gabriel, New Order, so there's a lot on it. I'd say it'd be a good old, all 80s, I suppose, 80s synthy kind of stuff, but this was due out as well last year and got pushed back a bit, but it's meant to be cracking. It's the Purple Alive album of all the Dave Coverdale stuff, as far as I know. Or sorry, Whitesnake of all the Dave Coverdale stuff. It's called the Purple Tour. So that's in with us. Belle and Bastion, the part 2 of the 3 EPs they're releasing over the next month or two is in. So the last one was very limited. I'd say this is the same. We have 2 or 3 of it left. Ghost, who are being claimed as one of the best live metal bands around at the moment, have a double live LP out. So, and there's 2 exclusive tracks on it as well. So
they're kind of poppier than they look, you know.
Really,
the cover look makes them look like their image.
And even the writing and stuff is very and Secular Haze, as the name for a track is. Next up, we have 2 Ringo Starr. Goodnight Vienna, and I have no idea what this one. Oh, Ringo. I should have probably known that. So 2 Ringo Starr reissues out, and I think this is the last one for this week. Well, it's not actually. It's the last one for a few minutes for this week, but is a George Martin a collection of his scores. So it's got Live and Let Die Sweet. It's got Yellow Submarine, bits from that and stuff. So for any George Martin fans. First up, congratulations to the lads for their charting, #1. So they were in with us last week, The Academic. The vinyl is due out of this, but this came out last week. Cracking listen, and well done to the lads, and thanks for coming in to us. Young Mullingar boys. Once again, this was a couple of weeks ago now. It was probably the first week of January, but Neil Young's most recent one.
Very good, isn't it?
Brilliant, yeah, really like it. and came out in vinyl. CD was about September, I'd say, but this came out the first week of January, so it's cracking.
It is.
To be fair to Neil now, he still has it. This also came out that week, the first week of January, so Beauty and the Beast, the next 40th anniversary picture disc from Bowie. We're nearly there. Oh lads, I messed up, this was this week. Thelonious Monk, the quartet with John Coltrane, is it? Yeah, it is. A Carnegie Hall live album for any jazz heads. Lucky Peterson, again, jazz bluesy kind of stuff. Once again, this came out in CD a few months ago, but the vinyl has just landed in the shops. Might be a really good listen. This was last week. Classic indie album, The Hives. I haven't listened to this in years. It's a great album though. Barely Legal is that? Yeah. So that got its reissue.
Great riffs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were brilliant.
Yeah.
Proper energetic band as well. Would have been cracking live. And last but definitely not least, this is out today. Anna Mitchell, good friend of the shop. Second album titled Anna Mitchell is out on CD and vinyl today. So Anna is in store with us tomorrow at 1 PM. That's Saturday, tomorrow at 1 PM. Poster there behind us. And she's doing a full band set. So it'll be drums, it'll be guitar, it'll be absolutely rocking. We've had it on all week. It's truly a brilliant album. So that's it on vinyl. Pop in if you're around tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Thanks a million. Subscribe.
Cheers.
So we can flog you more stuff.